Hello, this is Beldragos, back on the Chili server featuring the Sprout Pack. I'd like to welcome you back to my Let's Play. As you can see, I've completed the arc, and every once in a while I get little blue sparks coming towards me. Looks cool. I also went on to remake the banner I've used on other servers. Wherever I go, I use that same banner. It's kind of like a trademark. Don't ask me what it means, I just think it looks cool. I have been working a little bit, but I noticed in my last recording I kind of messed up in the editing and cut the last couple minutes off. I had set this area up so you can see the different stones. I used some cobblestone as filler just to show how awful a wall could be. I have the citrine speckled block, the one where you take a citrine gem and put it into a table to get a fragment, and you mix it in with 8 stone. Citrine coated block is we use the whole gem and coated with a stone. Obviously you can get 9 times the blocks out of a gem than with coated. But you get a darker block. This is the golden barrel speckled and coated block. And the last gem based one that I'm looking at is the jasper speckled and coated. I'm also interested in the destructive brick, which is made using destructive will. And I took and made 8 of them, and I set up a little display so I can check with my viewers to see which you think looks best. Personally, I like the jasper speckled, the golden barrel speckled, and the destructive brick. I think they look the best of the 3 of them, but I'm willing to take suggestions. Just put any comments you have down in the section below, and we shall see. Also, as long as you're doing that, you might as well hit the likes and the subscribe buttons. Gotta plug that. I have completed the flooring on this side, and I think it looks good for a workroom. And instead of using power, I am going to be using this wireless RF battery from Extra Utilities 2. And let me grab the recipe for you. Well, if I spell it correctly. Wireless RF battery, which is 1 resonating crystal, blocks of redstone, and stone burnt. Stone burnt you can get by running polished stone through the resonator, and for polished stone, that's just 4 bricks put into a 2x2 crafting. Everybody knows how to get a block of redstone, but the resonating sandstone redstone crystal, you use 4 pieces of redstone and an ender shard. Ender shard you can get by making a glass cutter and then splitting the ender pearl into 8 pieces. And then you can run the power into here, and what it does is it creates a field, which I don't know what the distance limitation is, but it broadcasts the power through this field to your instruments and machines that take the power. It uses something called grid power to power the transmission. The wireless RF battery actually uses 4 grid power, and you can get grid power by creating water mills and placing them like so. Here, let me grab my pick. Thieves' touch is the silk touch. Water mill. For every face that's next. This one is generating 16 power for the grid itself. You have to pardon the lightning thunder in the background. We're starting to get a storm coming through. If it gets too loud, I'm going to have to stop recording. But if you take 4 water mills and 5 source blocks set so they don't make any sources, each face you get 4 grid. If you're right next to a source block per face. So by putting a source block here and one in the middle, I'm getting 4, 8, 12, 16. 16 here times 4, and I've got 4 over there, and I've got this same setup over in the mine. So I've got 3 of these setups, providing more than enough. I think I've got like 192. And that grid power is what powers the resonators, because this takes, I think, 16 total to convert one coal to red coal. And as you can see, normal coal you get 1600 out of it. Red coal you get burn time of 5400. But if you put a octadic capacitor, you can pull 296,000 RF at 80 RF per tick out of a red coal. So this little setup will keep this filled for quite some time. I don't need to change anything. Gotta do the extract redstone mode always active to place in, and it starts filling up the bottom one, the closest first, till all of them are full. If I was used power, it would drain out of here, and one of these would kick on and stop when it's full. Now, how to get the RF power? You need a, I'll show you how I've got this set up. You need this device called the wireless RF transmitter. It receives the power and then transfers it to machines nearby. I can right click and you can see the power. If the blocks weren't in the way, you can see the power lines connect. You make this by using 1 resonating crystal and 1 stone burnt, which again you already had to make all this to make the battery. Stone burnt, and yeah, it's not that bad really. Let me fill this hole back up. We don't want holes in my yard. So this allows me to avoid having to create and set up multiple power cables for something I don't plan on extremely automating. I mean, it's only 80 RF per tick that the battery kicks out, so the light use machines, stuff they're not really going to be using heavily, that's okay for. But if you're going to set up something like a quantum miner, you're going to want to use the heaviest cable you have to keep that operating. You don't want to take and do that. One thing about the grid, one thing about the grid is if you use up all the grid power that's available, and I think I've got 192, yep, 192, grid power 9 out of 192. If I use up all 192, everything relying upon grid power stops. So you have to make sure you keep enough. But I'm probably not going to be using that much, and it's pretty easy to make some more of those water mills. Here, I'll show you the recipe for that. I just realized I forgot. Here's the water mill, which is more stone burnt and resonating crystal, but you need redstone, also redstone gear, which is just a block and 4 redstone torches. Really, it is something that is beginning game. Set this up with the water source blocks the right way, and you're good to go. In this pack, it's been disabled, but in other packs, those grid power can be used to power, where is it? Your angel rings, which are unavailable in this pack. But with those, you could fly around. Unfortunately, they've been disabled because too much flight. I think they forgot about the totems. Oh well, their loss. Our gain. Rain, rain. It's raining in game and out of game. I've been looking through the book that comes with the Silence Gems and found that they have the Chaos Flower Pot, which is made from a normal flower pot and enriched chaos essence. Made a bunch of those. If you plant chaos flower, let me grab one for you. If you plant one of the glow roses from the Silent Gems, of course. Here, I've got plenty of these. And I got some extra flower pots in here. It creates, see this block here? These are called phantom lights. It creates phantom lights 2 blocks above the level of the flower pot. So by creating it here, it created some 2 blocks high. I took and stacked 2 blocks up and put one on, and it created them way up there. And what they allow me to do is, well, it creates like invisible light sources, but you can run into them. They've got solidity to them. You can stand on them and everything. So you got to make sure they're high enough so they don't get in the way of your walking around. So by putting them 2 or 3 blocks up, you can set it up pretty nicely. Took and tried it out over here. So I'm going to take and place one back here. Nice little corner. And after a few seconds, it'll start placing them. Yeah, here's one right here. I'm going to have to stop recording. It gets a little bit, if it gets a little bit too noisy. I'm going to try to push through. I took and made up enough floorings to complete this. But this is the boring way of doing it. The quick way, do I have it over here? Just got to remember to fly high so I don't hit all those blocks. Is it in here? Nope. I think I put my wand in this one. Oh, well, I'll make a new one. Diamonds. See if I can find my diamonds. Diamond 2 sticks is all you need to make your builder's wand. You can do the same thing with iron. Oh, tell me I don't have diamonds over here. Well, I'll go where I know I have them. My main storage. A whole 61 diamonds. I'm rich. Grab some sticks. 2 sticks. And a diamond makes the diamond wand. I love these things. They make building so much easier. Let's go back to I didn't make enough. I'll have to make some more. Again, the recipe is pretty easy. Of course, have a thunderstorm right after I started recording. See how far I can get done with this before. Probably not very far. Gotta make more. Let's see. I think I might be able to do 2 more. Not quite enough to complete. Come on. Almost done. Whoops. Let's do it this way to close up the hole. And I gotta wait for more steel. I'm going to keep this hole since that's a spot for me to get down to the tunnel underneath until I can get a stair set up on this side. What do we got for 16 more? That might be enough. I gotta get some more iron. I gotta do some more mining. Always going to be one off. 1, 2, 3, drop them in. 1, 2, drop them in. Balance it out. I'm so close to finishing. Gotta put some torches in too. Oh, I did. Exactly enough. That's so cool. Let's see, the light. Let's see. Let me grab my torches. I'll store this in here for now. Heck. Don't want anything spawning. I mean, we are building a house. We just don't want to have uninvited house guests. Looks like I need to put something down there. And everything looks to be lit up properly. Another item that I found that is immensely useful, let me drop this steel back off and get rid of this. Are the wireless lights. Just small, little unobtrusive. I'm going to be using these a lot too, especially inside. I'm going to have them up on the ceilings. Look nice. They're not that difficult to make. All you need is 2 pieces of iron, 1 piece of glowstone, and 3 pieces of glass. And it's right here. Glass, iron, glowstone will make a light. If you got enough iron and glowstone, I'm going to have to make a trip to the nether to do this. You make tons of lights and they are going to be the best thing for internal lighting. Won't be a great big block, it'll be just a little thing that fits in. And then you craft a redstone torch with it to invert it so it's always on. I got some redstone, a couple stacks of redstone dust, but I'm going to make a special trip to the nether to take care of this. Maybe it's something I can do right now. Yeah, I'll do that right now. Well, I wasn't planning on it, but we can get away from this rain. Let's see, nether. Oh, it's raining over here too. This is what happens when you get weather in the nether. You can't get away from it either by going indoors. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sleep quick. Try to get rid of the rain. Oh, that's weird. Apparently my bed's occupied. Oh, it's daytime now. Figures waited too long. Oh, let's see. Stopped raining. Let's go back. Much better. I'd like to go a little bit of ways. So I don't take and mine everything immediately around my base. Step around the corner. See, I've gotten this area. Unless it's over some lava. Here's some spots back here. I still got my silk touch. Oh well. I wanted glowstone itself. So it just makes it a little bit easier. Hope I didn't lose much in the fires down there. suckaby. Gotta grab my sword. My blade of ouching. Actually, I'm gonna keep that around. Gotta love it when that void kicks in. Killed that one with one blow. But I'm not here as drop off the stuff I don't care. Oh, nether boxes. Wart jam. I don't care about the boots. I got plenty of leather. And let's keep going for the hellhounds. Let's keep going for these. One thing I haven't gotten used to about making these Let's Play is what to say while I'm doing stuff like mining. Some people have a talent to be able to talk and, pardon the phrase, babble on without needing to think about what they say. That probably comes from experience. This is only my 14th episode, counting the short little birthday one that I did. Looks like I'm gonna have to go after the puppy now. I wonder. No, I'll check later. Wonder if we can tame those hellhounds. Cool if we could. Have a hellhound running around with us. Trick or treat bag. Huh. I haven't gotten one of those. Okay. Anything down here that we need? Gems and stuff, but not what we're looking for. But there's a nice little cluster up here. Of course, it's over lava. Maybe if I block off the source. Then hover over here to get the puppy to follow. Well, I know you want me. I know you want to kill me. Come on. Now we can mine in peace without dealing with crazy dogs. Okay, I got a place to stand. I mean, as I was saying, some people just have the talent to be able to talk while they do stuff without getting really boring. It's something I'm hoping I can develop over time. But actually, right now it's hard to think about what I want to say, and to make sure I'm getting the right blocks. It'll be a talent that I gain over time, hopefully. That's one of the reasons why I don't do as many videos. Ooh, do as many videos. Ooh, carnelian. More gems. Like I was saying, that's one of the reasons why I tend to avoid making videos where I'm doing nothing but mining. Besides the fact that it would be incredibly boring for you guys to have to watch me just walk through a mine and that's all I do is mining. So for both our sanities, I've been avoiding that. One more. Grab these two, this one, and I'll drop down with this one. I collect those for burnium, but I'm going to be switching to power instead of fuel. Am I found a neighboring? Cool. Blazes. More place for me to mine. Farm. For nether skulls. Yikes. They don't like me. Or rather, they like me too well. I'm not going to explore that now. Too boring for you guys to watch. Here comes a thunderstorm again. I love how they have these tendrils coming out of the ground in this version. Spikes burning. Looks so cool. Huh. Guess nobody's going after that for some time. But this is another matter. Is there anything to stand on? Let's see if I can get this one and the one next to it. I'll have a spot to stand and I can mine faster. I know there's item that you get. I remember reading it somewhere, but I don't remember what it's called. That negates. There's a way to negate the delay that you have on flying. I think it's something from the silence gems. Something you can add on to a tool, one of their enchantments. They work really nice in the nether. That way you just fly up to a spot that doesn't have a nice standing area. And just take what you need. This is the last one I'm going to get. I'm be going back and ending the episode soon because that storm's just not cooperating outside. I'm just hoping the microphone isn't picking it up. Looks like I got everything. Okay, let's head back home. Back to the hole. That's where I've got my iron. And I've got some glass. Oh, I hate it when the game doesn't respond. There we go. Come on, blow it up. There we go. For now, I'm going to put this raw ore in here. Let's see, drops. No, that's a container. charge goes in there. Soul beads from those ghosts. Eat this up. Drop it into the experience obelisk. I'm glad I did that. That's been allowed me to gain so much ability. I'm going to drop these 2 stacks and this dust. I'm only going to make a couple. Drop the nether. I need the iron. I accidentally hit a button. I apologize. Let's see, we need this 5 here. We need 10. Drop the pieces. Forgot about those containers. Here's my food. Miss this. This goes in here. Fire shard. And regular blocks. I need 15 glass. Oh, yeah, I need some 5 torches. 5 nether stone. Redstone. So we'll make some redstone torches quick. I think I've got some somewhere, but I'm not going to dig for them. That'd be kind of boring for you guys to watch. Let me get rid of these 2 items out of here and my torches. How are we on this? Ten more. Well, while we're waiting, I'll make one for you. So you can see. It's got the regular one, but you'd have to apply a redstone signal for it to work. But if you, like I said, if you craft it with a torch, then you get it where it's already on. So close. Make 2 more. You done yet? You're so slow. Should probably use the smelter up here because I could have did 3 at a time. Oh well. One more. And here we are. Invert them, and that's how easy it is having a light, which you can break with a pick. Wasn't for all the light already in this room, I'd test it here, so we gotta go outside. Yay, it's nighttime. We'll go out in that little rock out there. I gotta grab my horses too. See, it illuminates quite nicely. Let me pull up the display. So 15 here, 14 around it or on top of it, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Then it drops to 7. It's quite useful. And like I said, you need to break it. Grab the one that's not silk touch with any normal pick. Like I said, I grabbed the one that's not silk touch so you can see easier. There's spawn. With these, you can tuck them away like on edges like this, and it'll light up the area that's unseen. Or you can tuck them underneath stuff like this. That's more seen, but still. Small, unobtrusive light. It's relatively cheap, considering you never have to power it. I love them. Now let's see. Plan on replacing this torch with one. Oops. This torch with one. And everything looks better. Let me turn that off. Or I could even do it like this. That way it illuminates up here. Has it illuminated up here and also illuminates back here. I think it's too far. Yeah, I got some orange here, but I can take and place one right here. And then one right here. Move the torches. Then one right here. And this whole area is illuminated back here. Well, not the whole area. I take it and move this out one. Still doesn't cover. Maybe if I move it this down one. Will that cover up here? Yeah, it still covers up there. There we go. I like. But because of the storm, I'm going to have to be logging off. I want to hear your input on what you believe the one bricks we should use. Like I said, personally, I like the Jasper speckled block, the golden beryl speckled block, and the destructive brick. I mean, up close, these look better. This looks kind of speckled, but as you back away, the destructive brick looks really nice from a distance. These are just going to be for the external walls, although we'll be able to see some internal, but I have a way to put up some wood paneling or something. So keep in mind that is mainly the external walls. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to hit the likes button, the subscribe button, and please place your comments below. I want to hear from everybody. Thank you very much. Have yourself a good day. Good night.